everyone, welcome to Born to Shine Inspirational Programs. I'm so excited to present my first inspirational session, and this is one of the many more inspirational topics you'll get from me. So please subscribe and follow me on this YouTube platform. So today you'll be learning about living with regrets and learn how you can unlock yourself from regrets. Why this topic? You know, I look at myself and the experiences that I have had, and I'm sure you agree with me that at some point we have said something that we didn't intend to say, or we have found ourselves doing some acts that we did not plan to do, and then we live a life where we are feeling sad, where we are angry, and we are blaming ourselves. Like when you think of those words that you said, no matter it has been years back, you feel like beating yourself. You are saying, why did I say this? And you want to find a way of reversing it. But it's too late. What is gone is gone. So I remember a couple of years ago, I just heard that, you know, the business with the paper coffee mugs, it's a lucrative business. So I said, I'm business minded. I told some friends that I'm going to venture into this business. And yet I didn't do proper research. So I went online, bought these cups from China, and I decided to get them shipped to Zimbabwe because I thought maybe my brothers would then help out and go to the local coffee shops. I didn't have any contract that was signed or logged any business with the coffee shops back home. So I paid thousands of dollars to buy boxes and boxes of coffee cups. They were shipped to Zimbabwe. I was not prepared for the charges at the border. Then, not just that, when then those boxes got to Zimbabwe, there was no storage. And the company that transported those boxes, they took my boxes to a storage house, and it came with charges. Was I prepared for all those costs? No. This is because I didn't do proper research. You know, at times we just hear that this business is so, you know, on demand and people are doing this, and we end up just venturing into some things that we did not plan for. So I ended up paying almost close to $5,000. And those cups, they never got bought. I ended up donating them to a church. So for me, it was a learning curve. And I didn't just learn from it there and there, but I started to blame myself to say, why did I do this? I started to regret because of the money that I wasted. And I was also ashamed, you know, to now go back to my friends to say that business didn't work. It was later on, after leading that life of being sad and beating myself up to say, I was silly. Then I said, no, it's taking a toll on me. Because now I was trying now to avoid my friends because they will be asking. So you see, when you suffer from regrets, the effects of regrets, you can withdraw yourself, you know, from people. You can have low self-esteem. You can go on blaming yourself, and you will not be happy. And that would also affect your family members, because when you are happy, your family members will be happy. So regrets is that feeling of sadness, being angry of yourself, blaming yourself because of the words that you said, because of the effects of the acts that you did, and you didn't want that to happen. So what is it that causes us to do what we do? At times we compare ourselves with other people. We want to be like John, like Mary next door. Because when you look at them, you think they are progressing, and it seems they've overtaken you like a bullet train, and you want to be like them. Yet you don't know what button they pressed. You don't know, maybe they've got the grace to move with speed and to progress the way they are progressing. We are all different. So I encourage you to say, it's better you run your race and you stay in your lane, no matter how slow you are, maybe like a tortoise, but you still get to the mark. At times we work under pressure as well. Young ones, you just want to be, like my friends, you want to fit in. And yet, at times you end up in problems. So do not be a people pleaser. Sit down and think about what you want to say, because I believe the battle starts in the mind. You either win it or lose it in the mind. So you lose it the moment you pick that phone to call your friend, and then you go and do the X that you do. You lose it the moment you grab your keys and drive to go to that place that you didn't want to go. Nowadays, we hear even on the news that so-and-so was involved in an accident because they were texting whilst driving, because they were overspeeding, because they were drinking and driving, and then they were involved in an accident. And later on, you find that person living a life of regrets. So at times we can stand up as an individual to make firm and committed decisions, to let go of some acts, and to just think through to say, do I really need to open my mouth? As for me, when I see that this is a situation where I might, lose it and say something, I would rather walk away. And the other, effects of living in regrets, it's being stressed. You live a life where you are stressed, and stress can affect your mind and body. Stress can lead to you having gastric ulcers, some stomach ulcers, and depression. Like I said earlier on, you might find that you are withdrawing yourself from community activities because now you are ashamed. I remember, and you might agree with me, there are big names that we know, maybe from the sporting, games. People started off doing well, performing well in their marathon, maybe basketball. And then later on, they wanted to enhance their performance and ended up taking drugs. And they got caught up and they were in the news. And imagine that embarrassment. So that's why I'm saying at times it's better you sit down and think through to say, do I need to do these acts that I'm about to do? It's about taking a step at a time. So my advice to you who are listening is that, yes, like I said, we have said some things and things went wrong. It's time to let go, forgive yourself, move on. Take a day at a time. Planning, proper planning will help you to get to where you want to go. You'll be able to achieve your goals without necessarily comparing yourself. Yes, we learn from each other, but you can take and apply what works for you, what you can manage, rather than just doing it because so and so are involved in this business. Are you an overcomer, or are you overwhelmed with regrets? Today, it's a day where you take that decision to let go of the past. And when you do that and you forgive yourself, you'll be like a bird that is coming out of a cage, and you will fly into that freedom that you want. So please keep a watch as I'll be coming back again with more inspirational topics that will empower you, that will help you in your decision making, and then you will live and lead a life that you want. Go on and rejoice and put the devil on the run. You are your own rescuer from the effects of regrets. Thank you so much. See you next time.